A new enrollment into spy school is about to start. How to disguise a walkie-talkie. How to detect you've been tracked using a mirror ring. How to make coffee cup binoculars. Watch these and other spy tricks in our new ultimate video. I've planned to throw an amazing party. Sweets are ready, cups are served, but something is still missing. Guests, of course! Where are my friends? A lonely party is a failed party. I have eaten all the sweets, and my friends are still nowhere to be seen. I'm calling my friends. It turns out that they've forgotten about my party. Okay then, I'll show them how to ignore me. It's time to transform into a spy and snoop on my forgetful guests. I'll start snooping on my friends in the park. I'm going to find out what they've given up my party for. Look, they have such a nice chat, and they've totally forgotten about me. I'm going to sneak a bug into one of my friends' pockets so that I can follow them. In this way, I will always know where they are. Paint an old electron tube black. Write GPS tracker on it. Attach 2 red sequins as eyes. Blondie finds a tracking device in her pocket. It's strange. How did it happen to get in here? The FBI must be following me. Curly Sue doesn't look worried. She likes being the center of attention. Curly Sue shows frightened Blondie her own anti-spying gadget to calm her down. It's a mirror ring. We will need a round badge and a blank ring. Break the pin off the badge and cover it with chrome spray paint. This paint can reflect objects well. Attach the blank ring to the badge when the paint is dry. We can definitely notice a spy with a ring like this. You just have to look in it like in a mirror, and you will see what's happening behind your back. But no matter how long the girls are looking in the mirror, they can see only trees. The girls decide to go to a cafe to settle their nerves, but Blondie still feels that someone is spying on them. It's either a mental disorder or a spy sneaking somewhere close by. The main task of a real spy is a good disguise, so I hide my walkie-talkie in a sandwich. Lettuce to bun. Do you copy? Over. Trace a walkie-talkie on a piece of foam rubber sheet. Make allowances and round the corners. Cut it out. Knead soft clay of a few appropriate colors and shape it into a bun on a foam rubber sheet. Attach the clay to the edge of the walkie-talkie so that it can be used. When the clay is dry, paint the bun in an appropriate shade of acrylic paint using a sponge. Put long strips of green foam rubber sheet between 2 pieces of paper and iron on top. Pull them up with your fingers to make the edges wavy to imitate lettuce. Paint to make them look natural. Cut a triangular piece of cheese out of a yellow foam rubber sheet. Draw circles on a red foam rubber sheet and paint white dots on them. Cut them out. It will be slices of salami. Cut them in half. Fasten the lettuce to the edge of the bun, gathering it into waves. Hot glue the cheese triangles on the top. Add the slices of salami. Make the top of the bun in the same way and attach it to the back of the walkie-talkie. Cover the bun with paper glue and sprinkle with sesame seeds. When the girls are distracted for a moment, a mysterious sandwich appears on their table. We haven't ordered any sandwiches. All of a sudden, it starts hissing. What is it? Is salami talking to us? It's a walkie-talkie hidden in the sandwich. We can make out some kind of a code. A mysterious voice gives us a location. We write everything down and follow the instruction. I try to figure out where the instructions will lead us, and my friend has brought 2 cups of coffee. It's not the best time for a coffee break, but Curly Sue has got something on her mind. It's not a hot drink at all. This is a spying invention. We will need plastic-filled glasses. Cut them out with a heated knife. We do not need the middle of it. Hot glue 2 clean paper coffee cups. Trace the narrow part on the bottom of each cup closer to the center. Cut out a hole and insert the spy-filled glass into each cup. Hot glue. Make triangular cuts on the joining of the caps so that they can be put on the attached cups. The first rule of using coffee binoculars is not to forget taking off the caps prior to spying. Now I can clearly see the entire picture. We need to move this way. A new hint is waiting for us at the marked place. Someone must have forgotten a leather bracelet here. Or is it a secret code? We will have to find out. Shape air-dry clay into a cylinder. The size doesn't matter. Dampen the clay with water from time to time to make it more flexible. Trim the ends to make them flat. Paint the cylinder in silver when the clay hardens. Wind leather ribbon around the tube once it gets dry. Write an instruction on it with a white marker. Go north and indicate the location of the villain. We are trying to figure out how this encrypting tool works and what we need to twist. At last! We guess we should wind the ribbon around the cylinder. Bingo! The letters match and everything becomes crystal clear. We need to go north to our friend's house. It seems that they've solved my riddle. I need to come back home as soon as possible to be ahead of them. Saddle up! My Bucephalus will bring me home faster than the wind. I will prepare my spy house. First of all, I will cover my tracks with special wolf paws. Cut 2 ovals out of plastic. The size of the oval should be the same as a shoe sole without a heel. Draw wolf paw prints on the ovals. Define the drawing with a thick layer of hot glue so that it gets voluminous. Make holes at the sides. Pass through a rubber band. Hot glue the ends. I leave the wolf paw prints all over the kitchen. Let my friends solve this jungle riddle. The girls are coming. It's time to set a trap with a projector. Paint a small cardboard box black. Cut a handle off a magnifying glass and trace the glass on the side of the box. Make a hole and attach the glass into it. Fasten a piece of foam plastic to the bottom of the box opposite the glass. Stick 2 skewers into it. Put a phone on the foam plastic stand. The picture should be flipped over as the magnifying glass projects the picture upside down. Tape the box to close. I do a dangerous somersault. Put my phone into the projector and turn the lights off. The Spy Games operation is in full swing. We find wolf paw prints all over the kitchen. Is our friend really a werewolf? It makes sense. We go further and get into a dark room. But our photos are projected here on the wall. It's so strange. It's time for the final act. I use my villain remote control. Cover an old remote control with silver spray paint. Make a big round button out of soft clay and attach it over the small buttons in the center of the remote control. Make 3 more buttons of different sizes and shapes. Attach a round purple button on top. Make clay cones and attach them to the top of the button. Paint a devil face emoji with acrylic paint. Cover small buttons with red paint. Write evil on the rectangular button under the demon's smiling face. Draw an explosion image on the big round button and add boom on top. Write trap on the last button. Cover the remote control with clear polish when the paint is dry. I press the most villainous button. The light turns on and a net falls onto the girls. I've caught you, my darlings. Now you won't be able to escape. My friends are here and we can throw the party at last! Did you like our spy hacks? Then write in your comments which ideas you will use for spying. Will you hide a walkie-talkie in a sandwich? Sneak a bug onto your friend? Or encrypt a secret message? And don't forget to give your thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so that you don't miss a new enrollment into the Troom Troom Spy Academy. Glue from the land of giants, an easel from the land of the dwarves, and Miss Smith with a magic wand that can change the size of things. Watch weird ideas of Minnie and Maxie school supplies in our new video. Miss Smith is tired of teaching. She falls asleep with a magic wand in her hand. She shouldn't have done that. We take the magic wand away quietly. The magic class is going to begin. We want to change our class interior design while Miss Smith is napping. For starters, let's diminish the school board. Oops, I missed the target and accidentally shrink a cactus on the teacher's desk. Paint the inside of a clear plastic cap. Paint a small, elongated stone in a bright green color. Make thin stripes on it lengthwise with white paint and paint spines on each stripe. Knead brown, air-dry clay and put it into the cap. Stick the tiny stone cactus into the clay. My friend is so clumsy! I take the magic wand away from the blue-eyed girl and hit the target. The school board is getting smaller right before our eyes. Miss Smith falls while sleeping. What's happened? Her entire backbone is gone. Where is the school board? It's turned into its mini replica. Mix 1 part of plaster of Paris with 2 parts of water. Add green acrylic paint. The amount of paint should be twice as much as the amount of plaster mixture. Stir the ingredients until you get a milkshake consistency. Apply the mixture to thick cardboard. Shape a rectangle. Make a few layers and let it dry. When the paint dries nicely, cover it with chalk so that it will be easy to write on it. Shade the school board with chalk and wipe it off with a dry sponge. Cut out the green rectangle. We will need wooden coffee stirrers. Cut off the round ends. Glue 2 long sticks to the sides and 2 short ones to the top and the bottom. Paint them and the back side of the school board white. Attach 1 stick to the bottom to put chalk on. Hot glue 1 more stick to the back so that the board stands on a tripod. Cut a small piece out of a sponge and put it on the shelf. The school board has shrunk, and what's happened to the cactus? The teacher figures out at once whose work it is. She takes the wand away from us and turns the board back to its real size. And of course, she increases her evergreen plant right away. Miss Smith likes her cactus more than her students. Redhead makes a mistake during a test. Oops! If I cover it with correction fluid, no one will notice. But Miss Smith's sight definitely sharpens. A sweep of the magic wand, and a gigantic correction fluid appears in my hands instead of the regular one. Print out a correction fluid label and attach it to the big cylindrical shampoo bottle. Paint a plastic cup with acrylic paint. Take a plastic tube out of a dispenser. Trim a silicone glue stick so that you could put it into the dispenser. Melt it over a candle and insert it instead of the tube. Cut the pump off the top of the dispenser with a heated knife. Hot glue it to the cup. Cut the excess off the glue stick. Put on a brush. Add white acrylic paint to some water and pour the mixture into the bottle. Put on the cap with the brush. I can cover the entire desk with correction fluid like this, not only my mistake. The gigantic correction fluid has spoiled the whole page. It's an origami class. The magic committee is calling our teacher, so she needs to answer right now. Miss Smith doesn't even notice that the wand falls out of her pocket. And we notice everything. Yes, the magic is in our hands again. What can we enlarge? Maybe a glue stick? Stickamus magnificus. Excellent! It's worked! We will need an appropriate tube with a closing top. Print a big glue stick label and attach it using double-sided tape. Cut a plastic bottle so that it is of the same size as the tube. And put it in upside down. Mix some shaving cream, clear stationery glue, and a little borax. Make slime and put it into the tube. Close the cap. Open the gigantic glue stick. Oops! It looks like the spells had an effect on the glue itself. The giant slime happens to be in the tube instead. On the other hand, we can play with it. A task for this class is to make a whirl out of the slime. The phone call ends and Miss Smith finds out that her wand is missing. All the games are over. It's time to go back to studying. Let's prepare everything for an art class. Water, paper, brushes, and paints. Once we decided what art style we work in today, Miss Smith makes up her mind to prank us again. She makes our painting set smaller. Cut a small rectangle out of thick cardboard. Cut out flat wooden sticks so that they are slightly longer than the sides of the rectangle, and hot glue the sides to the cardboard base. Attach the rest of the sticks to make a tiny crate. Empty lead containers and clean them from the inside. Set acrylic paint into a syringe and fill each container with the paint of a different color. Cut a sharp end out of a wooden skewer. Cut a metallic top with bristles out of a broken brush. Insert the skewer with its sharp end into the brush to make a handle. Take an empty gel refill and cut off a piece of it. Hot glue a piece of lead into the refill. Cover it with acrylic paint. Is it magic outside the Hogwarts? It looks like an art class at a dwarf school. The small paints are very cute. There's even a special brush to match them. Miss Smith cares about my friends too. She conjures a mini pencil for her. Thanks a lot! But drawing with these teeny supplies on such a big sheet of paper will take too much time. And the girls will have time to quarrel with each other. Maybe Miss Smith will make our canvas smaller before we start to fight. She doesn't mind. She's ready to make anything so that we leave her alone with her magic wand experimentation. Here you are. Take your easel miniature. Mark 2 identical pieces on a wooden coffee stirrer. Cut them out and hot glue 2 long sticks to the ends of a short piece, tilting them a bit. Mark the size of a mini square canvas on the long sticks. Hot glue a cross-section to the side sticks. Crack another stirrer on top. Attach it to the top stick to make a stable tripod. Put the canvas on the easel. The mini easel and our dwarf-sized art set are a match made in heaven. We managed to make a picture. We just need to color it. There you go! The masterpiece is ready. It should be a part of the best minimalistic collection. The blue-eyed girl has prepared little cheat sheets for her test. She tries to fasten them with a regular paperclip, but it is too big and covers half of the text. We need something smaller. I wish Miss Smith could conjure mini paperclips for us. We ask her making puppy dog eyes. She will certainly say yes. Miss Smith is usually very busy during a test. She rehearses her circus performances. But this time, we managed to touch her heart. It's worked! The paper clips become 2 times smaller. Unbend regular colorful paper clips and bend it again to make a paper clip of a smaller size. Cut off the excess. This baby clip will fasten all of my cheat sheets nicely, and I will manage to pass the test. Did you like our weird school supply ideas? Then write in your comments what you will choose: a gigantic glue stick and correction fluid, or a school board and a cactus miniature. And don't forget to give your thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so that you don't miss our new tricks with a magic wand.